Hello, Gravy Timothy's, and welcome to Red Dusk. Oh boy, it has been a little bit of time since our last look at a new Hoi 4 mod, something that deserves our attention. At least I hope so. And this may just be the one, as we are playing Red Dusk. Red Dusk is essentially what if the Soviet Union managed to stay around. And this is in our original timeline up until 1991 during the August coup, wherein instead of everyone just laughing at the attempted Soviet coup to keep this thing around, everyone actually got on board. By everyone got on board, I mean they probably just shot a bunch of people, let's be real. Now, there's only content for a few nations at the moment, and one of them is the US under Dan Quayle. But obviously in a game called Red Dusk, I want to be playing the USSR, and today we're going to go ahead and try to save them from their downfall. They did already kind of have a bit of a downfall, but not a complete collapse. Here you go. If you actually have the ability to read, unlike me, you can go ahead, pause where needed, have a quick little glance at this bad boy right here, and you'll be all caught up to date on this nation that we're playing. All right, there's also path guides. I'm going to go ahead and say no and just go in completely blind for this. We don't want to, ruin anything for ourselves here. Okay, so looking at the tech, it seems they've kind of followed the original Millennium Dawn's tech line, at least reworked it a bunch. That's what it's giving me, at least, which means I assume that they haven't actually put any of the designers in. No, we just have the old button of doom. Oh god, yes, speaking of which, we're gonna have to simplify production a little bit here, I reckon. Okay, so we're gonna need the AK-74. I reckon that might come in handy. Anti-tank, probably used in infantry. Anti-air, probably need that these days. Motorized support, main battle tanks. Then we were also still producing the old main battle tanks. 14 different variants of the BMP, you never know. Self-propelled yeah, okay, so a lot of this stuff we're just gonna say no to. We'll also go ahead and just leave all the boats to build. It'll probably take a little while for us to get done with them, but we don't have to go back and change it since they're all set to 1 anyway. Okay, the year has switched over to 2000, and we are doing the morning after. A new morning, new millennium, new mod. Thankfully, it turns out that Y2K thing a little bit overblown, although it did have a bit of an adverse effect on Bill Clinton, because he's no longer Bill Clinton. Okay, now there are quite a few conflicts already going on in the world right now. A couple of them we can actually get involved with, which is the Angolan one and the Ethiopian one. Okay, now for our actual army here, I don't even know where to begin. I think what I'll do, I'll save all these tanks for now. We'll just get those stuck on the front line. Then I'll probably destroy a whole bunch of these mechanized and then reform a bit of a coherent army somewhere. Oh, we can't even disband these damn units. So I guess for now, we'll just keep the mechanized around. We'll probably need those, I imagine. And then for all these random bits, we'll just go ahead and you guys can go hang out in Siberia, I guess. Oh, perfect. Just found Gerasimov. Yeah, there's Shoigu as well. Got the dream team's back, baby. I guess we can go ahead and send Gerasimov and Shoigu down to Angola. They can go lend a helping hand down there. So yeah, it's safe to say we have a bit of a struggle keeping this country that we currently have together. On top of that, we're also, by the looks of things, going to have to deal with factionalism, which isn't something new to the Soviet Union or even Russia today. Got an interesting selection of agents we can recruit. I think I'll go with Neo. So first things first, probably should fix the economy, considering don't currently have one. I wonder how the death of Nelson Mandela could affect things. A coup in Azerbaijan, the faded flag there, for a second I thought that was something completely different. Okay, well done, Agent Gerasimov. Return to base. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna should I directly help Ethiopia? I can actually send 3 divisions over there, but I don't think the tank I sent to Angola is gonna do too much use over here. Oh yeah, okay, the Ethiopian army is not looking too good in the slightest. Before you though, Gerasimov has arrived. Okay, we actually broke through very easily there because I've noticed that their units are also not looking too good. Why are the Saudi Arabians here? Oh, another rebellion in Ethiopia. That is okay. The reform communists aren't too happy with the normal communists. Okay, I mean, I dealt with one of them. Can I deal with a second one? Okay, here comes the bitter truth. Well, we actually need to juggle our factionalism for the first time properly, and I'm not entirely sure who I should be annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and get the KGB influence up though. I feel like they could be handy, and they do actually all give really nice bonuses that I do need, so if I can balance them, I will do it, but I don't have a good history with paying attention to stuff. Okay, our starting leader has actually resigned. We now have Valentin Pavlov. I have no idea who this man is. Attempted coup in Yugoslavia. Business as usual. Oh, hold on a second. The next... Well... I guess some things are a little bit inevitable. All right, and we have saved Ethiopia. Nice. Oh, Lord. We also now have the ability to influence North Korea. Do I want to bother influencing North Korea? Yeah, it does put us at odds ends with the Chinese, but it might be worth it. Just, you know, get an extra friend in the world in case something really bad ends up happening. Might need to send Gerasimov over there to beg for some artillery shells. Okay, so we have two options of Bortnikov and Patrushev as our KGB director. The left side gives us more KGB support, so I think I'm gonna go with that. And this one does seem pretty fun, though. I do love a good party member bribe. So yeah, I have no idea the path guides that there are. I have not looked into this at any point. I don't know which way we are going. I did have an inkling getting the KGB support up a little. Might put this guy in, but that could just be luck. Okay, we have a whole bunch of government focuses we can do, and I'm actually going to go for the political focus. I reckon it gives you a weekly stability modifier of 0.10%, which is pretty damn decent, along with the political advisor cost as well. We've still got a few empty slots down here. Yeah, I might want to switch out a few of... Oh my god. We're gonna need him too. We truly got the whole damn squad ready. Unsurprisingly, people have turned their TVs on to hear Putin say that the August coup wasn't cool, bro. Gorbachev. Yeah. Oh god, that's almost Smeagol-looking photo right there. Not looking too good. Could do with a little bit of Botox there, my friend. I haven't checked out America in a while. Wondering... Bill Clinton looks different. I have truly no idea what is going on in America, but we'll check back in and see who's leader at some point again. Somebody get this man a Pizza Hut stat! Alright, we got two options here of getting rid of Yazov or Pugo. I don't know specifically what this will lead to, but I do know if we get Yazov over there and remove disloyal generals, that could get rid of potentially Gerasimov and Shoigu, who we cannot afford to lose. Also, I highly doubt they fall under disloyal generals. Let's be real. We got the biggest yes man around. Well, hold on a second though. South Africa. Okay, we need to get involved. We also have enough to actually get North Korea in our sphere of influence, which I'm sure might make some a little bit upset. So yeah, it's not looking good for Gerasimov in South Africa. We got overwhelmed very quickly, and I can't make a better unit, sadly. At least not yet, until we, I'm assuming, unlock something later. Okay, we just got our first crash as well. That is not a good sign. Oh god. Okay, I loaded the autosave. That's not a good sign. You know what, Gerasimov? You're on your own. Okay, that is what crashed my game beforehand, so I think we are fine now. Okay, Agent Gerasimov, you may have lost all your men in South Africa, but we got yourself a new mission. Oh, we also just had that thing that happened on September 11th that I can't show on YouTube because it automatically gets flagged as soon as they see that picture, but it did just happen. Still. So what exactly that means currently in this timeline, I'm not too sure, but I guarantee we're about to find out. Okay, so the ANC just got defeated pretty damn hard there. That's not a great sign, but we can still save Colombia. Oh god, I just realized, what the hell are we... Ah, no! I feel like we're going down a very bad path. I love the fact Lukashenko just gives you minus stability. Okay, yep, something definitely just happened. They are invading Afghanistan. There we go, though. Now, do I get involved with this whole Afghanistan thing? I reckon probably not, considering the amount of volunteers they currently have. Okay, so I do actually have an option to fully get involved here, and I think I might actually. I mean, I didn't even have troops there, but you know what? I got a man on a mission. It can't go badly a second time, right? I just actually had one heck of an idea. Well, there you go. Unlikely team-ups, eh? Payback for 1989. Yes! Oh, Romania and Hungary are both fighting. I don't know if I should get involved in this. They're both on my border, and I guess we don't want Hungary around. I mean, sure. Plus, you know, I've been meddling everywhere else in the damn world. Might as well meddle on my own border. There we go. No idea what that's really going to lead to, but Romania won. I guess that inadvertently just collapsed the government over there. Oh, it's a member of the Bee Gees. So if you can't tell by my political pie chart already, I don't think we're so much as saving the USSR at this point as we are turning it into something else. In fact, I think we're more along the lines of the original timeline at this point. I do want to reiterate, this is all not intentional. Okay, next up, it's dealing with all the little traitors, just like it said, and bringing them back into our wonderful union. Oh god, just as I'm about to go ahead and start everything going a little bit haywire over here, everything's also kicking off in the world. Cambodia's in a bit of a trouble, and now Ethiopia's invading Somalia. Do I know what the Lord's Holy Kingdom of Uganda is? No. But I'm very, very concerned. Oh, well, I don't think it's too much of a secret. I just got a pop-up in a video game about it. I'm sure the Chinese won't be too happy. Why are you looking at me like that? Yeah, you guys are giving me the creeps. I'm going to start supporting Taiwan. Why'd you all look at me like that? So this just immediately declares on all of them. I've got my armies lined up, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a issue. We've also got the Air Force. Oh, it hasn't arrived yet because I forgot to give Gerasimov his air support. Well, that literally took about 2 seconds, and we're looking pretty good. Okay, we're having a big vote, and you definitely should give this a read if you can. Pause now, and I actually think if we go voted against, this will have some drastic consequences. I mean, how can I not click that button? The end begins. Begin the contingency plan. We have now been greeted by 2 different options. We can go ahead and do things a bit more peacefully, which if you can't tell, this is very tempting. But this does pretty much dissolve the USSR as it currently is, I believe, and then we go to a more historical Russian path. But if you go over to the left, you get yourself military crackdown, and what could definitely be seen as the more chaotic path. So I'm gonna go over here. What exactly this is going to lead us to, I'm not sure, but it looks like great things. Oh, looks like I'm not the only country collapsing. Yugoslavia's not doing too well. The Battle of Moscow has been completed, and we now get 3 options. Either Moscow will hold, this will go ahead and keep Putin around, and we will no longer be communist. We'll move to paternal autocrat, which I'm not too sure if we want to do. We can get a coup d'etat from the Politburo, which also would save us from or we could do Moscow has fallen. Okay, realistically, this is path upon path upon path. I don't know where to go, but you know what? We'll go with, again, the most chaotic one. Moscow has fallen. Hello? Does anyone read this? A muffled voice sounded over the radio. This is Colonel Ardian of the 415th Guards Motorized Division in Perm. We have lost contact to the city authorities and to the chain of command. I have... Radio chatter interrupted as a man spoke in a panicked tone. At 7 BMPs, I don't know what to do now. There are roadblocks everywhere, and we've received fire from all around when we attempted to leave our barracks. The other side of the radio remained silent. The station was empty as the men who served as operators left some time ago, leaving a messy, unguarded station. If this happens to be my last message, we'll attempt to push towards Moscow and regroup. His words were interrupted as another voice besides him yelled, RPG! Static. Oh my god. I just exploded everything. Okay, one thing I didn't show there is that we did get an event pop up where we could actually play as pretty much any faction we wanted here to try to win this, I imagine. Oh my god. SCP Lukashenko has breached containment. What do we actually have left? We got quite a bit of stuff here, and I imagine a lot of the rest has been split between everyone else. Oh man, you know you've gone down one hell of a path when you end up with the option to become national Bolsheviks. Yeah, but here we go. I'm gonna click this and watch. Yep. There it goes. Okay, and the second option gave us the Russian state. Yes, the only time I so far have actually reloaded a save. I just wanted to see what that other option is. And I didn't really want to play as... half our country just disappeared. Oh my god, wait, so we can just go ahead and switch again to Task Force Moscow? I mean, no. Okay, we're staying... We need to pick a country and stick as it. No, I don't have Gerasimov or Shoigu anymore. They've, jumped ship to God knows where. God, now Lukashenko's claimed to be the goddamn Soviets. Soviet reclamation going. They stole more land off me. Oh, that little weasel. Look at him go. He's getting everything. Attempt to knock out Task Force Moscow as quickly as we can. Then move up to Task Force Leningrad and try and save this damn state. At this point, I ain't too sure what is left to save. Hey, we managed to defeat the southern front there. Now we need to move up and secure Leningrad. Okay, perfect. Now, that's not gonna be the end of it. We have plenty more we need to bring back. Oh god, here comes Lukashenko. He's decided to go in on me. Before that, he's actually one hell of a pushover. On a second. That little rodent. What's this all about? Oh, well, there goes the entire economy. Well, I didn't need an economy anyway, if you can't tell. Okay, now we've whipped Lukashenko back into the correct lane. He's now on board with our new Russian state, and we are going to continue to expand. I'm gonna be real with America. I'm a bit preoccupied. Okay, now to move into the rest of these territories, we do have to wait for them to finish up their fights too, so we can just sit back, try to recoup a bit of army. Okay, no. We're going to fix the economy while we're waiting. Oh man, I completely didn't even realize that this whole thing's going on. In fact, they've actually formed their own little faction over here, Taiwan, Japan, and South Korea, but it ain't looking too good. Send volunteers down here to speed this little issue up, and that means now I can just immediately stab you in the back. Did they? How? Okay, I clearly just missed an event there. What just happened? I don't know. How the hell they just managed to turn that one around? Oh, wait. Abe-san. Okay, we got Caucasia and we got ourselves Crimea. We now need to go ahead and attempt to actually get the East as well. So we go ahead and do the same thing. We'll send volunteers to one of them to speed this up. China just went back in on North Korea, which is now a United Nations Transitional Authority of North Korea. And, well, that was the first time. I don't reckon they got it the second time. Okay, so we have no more decisions to actually get involved here. So I think we're just waiting for these guys to potentially come for me. At least I hope so. Otherwise, I may have to cheat. Oh, scratch that. Second time around. China did it. It's all right. We now have Democratic Republic of South Korea and then the Democratic Republic of Korea. Will they unify? Will there be a third go at this? You never know. Ah, there we go. Okay, so when they finished up there, I got one more and that should push us all the way east. Okay, now once we've actually reached all the way to Vladivostok, we can do our final one here, which is victory in Russia. Oh yeah, also I've got to show the last person we're actually up against, the final boss, Medvedev. Okay, and there she blows. I don't actually know if this is the end right here, and that is all we have to do. No, we have more stuff to take. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm not 100% certain. Maybe if we can get this stuff back down here as well, potentially. I guess we could try that. All right, yep, I'm pretty sure that is it for the path that we have done. There is nothing else I'm aware just looking at stuff that we could do. But yeah, USSR didn't really get saved. In fact, I did everything in my power to really destroy it, but mostly not on purpose. I was just clicking on stuff as it came. And whilst the USSR fell, in its place, the Russian state has arisen. Quite powerful too, actually. And don't worry, yeah, everyone is safe and sound. And by everyone, I mean Lukashenko. All right, I just went back to the start there just so I could look at this path guide now that I've actually completed everything. And yeah, I'm definitely happy with the path we went. It was a lot of fun, especially reuniting the empire, quote unquote. I'm not too sure what all the other ones really lie in, whether or not you do actually potentially go to war. I did actually get an event for going to war with NATO, but it was over the Turkish jet shoot down, which was during the Civil War, funnily enough, so I didn't really think that was fitting. Alright, now again, this mod is in pretty early in its development. There's not too much in the game at the moment. There's only a few nations for you to actually play as. I think one of the other big ones is the US, which what is wrong with Bill Clinton today? Which maybe, if you guys go ahead and leave me enough comments down below, I'll come back and check out. But I definitely recommend you give this mod a go. It's very fun. It's not really a World Conquest mod, if you can't tell. But still, a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a whole bunch. I'll leave it linked down below. And let me know if there were any other fun paths that I could have gone with. I think when you go to the path I did with the Russian Civil War, it doesn't really matter at that point. There's no extra content from what I could see. But yeah, maybe I should come back and do another path. And maybe actually try to keep the USSR alive instead of trying to explode it on every avenue I could. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video and you want to leave a like, subscribe down below, definitely do. And I'll catch you next time, Mr. Timothy. Goodbye.